This is the most elite Special Forces group in the world. Welcome back, Charlie here. Special Forces units exist to do what regular soldiers can't. From crazy training that some recruits don't survive, to dangerous and secret operations. You'll be shocked at how extreme these Special Forces groups really are. First, we have to look at Alpha Group, Russia. We all know Russia's military can be brutal, but their most feared unit is Alpha Group. They are the highest level of the Russian Spetsnaz. Alpha Group is used for various things, including counter-terror operations, hostage situations, and even covert wars. They are used whenever a building, plane, or train is hijacked. They storm the location, take out the kidnappers, and free the hostages. To join Alpha Group, you need three things: a university degree, previous experience in the Russian Spetsnaz, and 3 years of grueling Alpha Group training. The training includes marksmanship, parachuting, diving, and sniping. They also learn martial arts, and how to speak multiple languages. They also have psychological training. This is to make sure they remain loyal to the Kremlin. In 1991, a coup against President Mikhail Gorbachev failed, because Alpha Group refused to take part. During the invasion of Afghanistan, Alpha Group stormed the presidential palace in Kabul. They were outnumbered but ended everyone's lives in the building, taking out over 2,000 Afghani troops in only 43 minutes. It's also said Alpha Group is secretly involved in the ongoing invasion of Ukraine. Next, we have to look at Shayetet 13, Israel. Israel have various special forces units, but Shayetet 13 is their most elite. They are known as the People of Silence. They have been involved in all of Israel's wars. They're also very secretive and mysterious. For some time, the Israeli government denied Shayetet 13 even existed. Although they now do admit Shayetet 13 is real, they still give the public almost no information about this group. What we do know about Shayetet 13 is it's made up of 3 units. The raiding unit, which handle assassinations and counter-terrorism, the underwater unit, which is used for diving and maritime operations, and the above-water unit, which operates boats and submarines. To join Shayetet 13, you need to be a soldier for at least 4.5 years, and complete almost 2 years of training. They have to do elite marksmanship training, and stealth diving training, which some soldiers have not survived. Shayetet 13 recruits are also mock kidnapped. They are then held in a prison for 2 weeks where they're tortured. This is to prepare them in case they're ever kidnapped in real life. Most recruits don't pass the training. Shayetet 13's missions are classified, but one we do know about is Operation Full Disclosure. This took place in 2014. The Iranian ship Klos C was carrying many missiles. Shayetet 13 were called in, and were able to seize the vessel without even being detected. It's safe to say if Shayetet 13 are after you, you won't find out until it's too late. Now I have to show you Special Operations Group USA. The Special Operations Group is part of the CIA. It is known as the USA's most secret military group. They are responsible for covert and paramilitary operations. This includes clandestine operations, basically operations the US government does not want to be associated with. Because of this, the Special Operations Group do not wear a uniform, and if they're captured during a mission, the US government will deny all knowledge. The Special Operations Group are known for military coups. They're also used for counter-terrorism, espionage, high-value target assassinations, hostage rescues, and unconventional warfare. One of the Special Operations Group's most famous missions was Operation Neptune Spear. This was when they located and ended the life of Osama bin Laden, the USA's most wanted person for over 10 years. Next, we have to look at GIGN, France. National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, or GIGN, is France's most elite special forces unit. They are used for counter-terrorism, arresting high-level criminals, stopping prison riots, as well as VIP protection. GIGN are best known for their hostage rescues. They're very secretive. It's actually illegal to photograph their faces. In 1994, an Air France flight was hijacked in Algeria. 232 people were held hostage. The hijackers wanted to blow up the plane over the Eiffel Tower in Paris. But when the aircraft landed in Marseille, the GIGN stormed the plane, ending the lives of all 4 hijackers. GIGN training is very extreme. The GIGN have lost more lives in training than in their 1,000+ missions, showing just how dangerous their training really is. Now we have to look at the Black Storks, Pakistan. The Black Storks are Pakistan's most elite special forces unit. They get their name from their unique headgear. Their training is very hard to pass. It includes a 36-mile march in 12 hours, and a 5-mile run in 50 minutes, all while wearing their full gear. 95% of recruits fail the Black Storks training. They also learn hand-to-hand combat, marksmanship, and parachuting. They're also trained for any environment, including in the snow, mountains, deserts, jungles, and even underwater. The Black Storks are mainly known for their anti-terror operations. In 2009, 39 people were taken hostage by the Taliban, but Black Stork commandos stormed the building. They took out the Taliban members and freed the hostages. Since then, they've gone on to do various other missions for the Pakistan Army, including bomb defusals, psychological operations, and high-value target assassinations. Moving on, we have to look at the Navy SEALs, USA. The Navy SEALs are one of the US military's most elite special force units. Their name means that they specialize in sea, air, and land operations. They're trained to work in almost any environment, including jungles, urban areas, deserts, and even snow. Navy SEAL training is so extreme it can be fatal. They have to do various things, such as jumping into an icy river for 8 minutes. This is enough to end many humans' lives. Navy SEALs normally get around using boats, submarines, or even parachutes. They also use special covert helicopters. Navy SEALs are normally used in warfare, reconnaissance, counter-terrorism, and foreign internal defense. To join the Navy SEALs, you need to be a regular soldier for many years. Recruits also have their arms and legs tied. They are then thrown into pools, where they have to retrieve various objects using only their teeth. Navy SEALs also have to complete Hell Week. Hell Week is 5 days and 5 nights of constant training. You only get 4 hours of sleep over the 5 days. While they're super tired, they have to carry massive logs, do push-ups, and even experience surf torture. There have been years where more Navy SEALs pass away in training than they do in combat. 80% of recruits actually drop out of training. Most of their missions are top secret, but one of their most recent missions took place in Yemen. 8 people were taken hostage by Al-Qaeda. US Navy SEALs took out the 13 Al-Qaeda fighters and freed the hostages. Now we have to look at the Frømandskorps set. Denmark. This military unit is so elite, less than 350 troops have ever made it into the group. Their name means the Frogman Corps. Their missions are mainly maritime-based. They use boats, submarines, and diving. Their missions normally involve rescuing hijacked ships, storming beaches, and sabotaging enemy ships. They have to deal with fierce, freezing waters every day. In the first week of training, 50% of recruits drop out, and in total, only 5% actually pass all the training. They are trained in deep-sea diving, bomb disposal, and even sniping. The Frømandskorps set are also famous for their face veils. They wear these to disguise themselves while in water, making sure that any enemies will never see these guys coming. Finally, let's look at the SAS, UK. The SAS is the British military's most elite special forces unit. Their training is very intense. It involves a 40-mile march, a 2-mile swim, and thousands of push-ups and pull-ups. They also have to survive in the jungle to learn survival skills. The SAS is trained by both MI5 and MI6. The SAS have secret military technology, not yet released to the rest of the UK military. Their missions include counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, covert reconnaissance, and even coups. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below which elite special forces group was the most scary. If you want to see my short videos, check out my second channel. I've been Charlie, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.